Hello and welcome back to Nickel City X-Wing. It's the Iron Buffalo Store Championship. Top cut. This is a top 4 match. We've seen both these competitors before, and only one will move on to the championship round. It's Ben in the first order versus Rhys. Let me open up betting. Betting is open. This is not a rematch. This is the first time they've met today, but you've seen both of them before. As you see Tobias Beckett coming in. Candid Clarinetist making the only acceptable bet. Tobias Beckett allowing for the reposition of an asteroid here. And now we get to see Boba Fett crew being placed. Kylo will spawn the range 3 bubble, and Iman will see if there's somewhere there he can place himself. Iman gonna go right up to that bubble. For dinner was a Panera turkey sandwich. So everything has been placed. Dials are being set. This is what you would call an interesting and Ben is set. Rhys is set. We're ready to go. System phase, here we go. No bombs dropped. And Tabson will be the first to move. This is the top 4 cut. We're ready to go. Tabson's gonna activate Snoke. Bro, just talk. I'll live with the music. So Snoke is gonna activate here, and he's gonna put it onto Iman, who's doing a 1 forward. Gonna take an advanced sensor lock onto Kylo Ren. And a 1 forward tactical bump. Now all of Rhys's list will go. Iman. Lando, 3 banks. That's a good point, Lou. Kylo takes a lot of stress. Might be helpful, Lando here. Tirani, 3 forward. Focus. Engine upgrade on Lando means non-stressful. Iman, we know is going 1 forward. And we'll just take a focus. Let's see where Kylo ended up. Kylo 5 forward. Fast and the Furious, and he's going to grab a lock to start us out. And Kylo's got the lock on Iman if he wants it. Pretty sure he does. Oh, let's see if he links that at all. And he's going to boost and use prime thrusters to barrel roll. So that's going to be double stress. And we're into shots already. It's only 3 bets. If you want to get in bets, do it now. And this is going to be a proton torpedo into Iman from Kylo. And Kylo has 2 force. So that's 3 hits and a crit. Iman will spend the focus and take 2 shields. Could have been worse. Iman's going to check for shots, but doesn't have any. Yeah, significantly better torp than the one we saw. Lou, we've had a great day, and we got 2 more games for you. No problem switching between streams. Hopefully, there's a ton of X-Wing content today. All been gravy. We had over 100 viewers at one point. Been a really fun day. Has been long. We just reached 8 hours. Started this tournament at 11 a.m. It is almost 7 p.m. now. Reb say it's the first time he's ever seen prime thrusters used. Ben is one of the OGs of prime thrusters. PC seems to be holding up good. Knock on wood. We've had no disconnects so far, but now that I've said it, of course it's going to happen. So this is going to be a Snoke to see where Lando goes. And Lando reveals the 3 hard. And looks like we're going to get a seismic charge drop from Iman. And that's going to be a 3 back. Trying to catch either the debris or the asteroid. Afson, 1 forward. And he's just going to reinforce the front. Iman first to move. I would love to see a boost. Boy, would I love a boost here. Man, would a boost be great. Big fan of the boost. But he's going to take a target lock. On to Kylo. Ronnie now. 3 hard. And Tarani will just focus. Lando forward. And Lando will focus as well. And let's see where Kylo went. Looks like it's going to be a 2 hard left. That'll clear 1 stress. He will not be able to focus, but he can still boost or barrel roll. And Kylo's just going to get out of range 1 and take that boost to the right. Not saying that a 2 hard would have blocked it, but you know, or a boost would have blocked it from Iman, but you know, a boost would have blocked it from Iman. And the bomb goes off on that asteroid, catches nothing. It looks like Rhys is trying to put Kylo in a corner, but Kylo don't want to be in a corner. Iman, range 2 onto Kylo Ren with the target lock. So this is 3-on-3. Kylo does have 1 force available. And he will spend the lock. And that's hit crit coming into Kylo. Kylo gonna roll here. Kylo finds 2, takes a shield. And we are back to dials. Lando checks, nothing. We're back to dials. You can't put Kylo in a corner now. Like, Kylo's gonna relieve stress next turn. Although you could probably 2 hard. Like, Tafson's out of this fight, right? Tafson's far the fuck away. So if you 2 hard Tarani, come in with Iman here, and also maybe 3 hard boost with the Falcon. Clean up the box, boys. So right now, he's just using Snoke on Tafson to get a peek at dials. And I expect that to continue since Tafson is so far out of this fight. So we're going to get a Snoke charge onto Tarani. And Tarani is 3 harding left. And Kylo will spend a force to sense Iman. And Iman is 2 harding left. So now he knows that this has been the long con. I thought Rocker Crocker was a joke, but This is actually, the long con is on. He's going after... He's going after Tapson here. Tapson now. Will too hard. And we'll consider an action. And Tapson will just focus. Well, he reinforces, but only after he takes the first shot. Iman coming in. Love to see that boost. But he'll just focus. Why does Rhys hate the boost? Lando now. Ooh. Lando will rotate the focus. How? Alright, yeah, just to rotate. No red boost. He has engine upgrade, so it wouldn't even be red. But yeah, I don't know why he didn't boost either. Tirani now. He's got that bullseye lined up. And Tirani's going to go ahead and target lock. So he definitely thinks that the target is going to be Lando, but I think Tirani might end up being the target. And Kylo, 2 banking. That'll clear stress. And he'll boost right. Tirani will take the first shot. Range 2 onto Tapson. So he's going to get 1 damage no matter what happens here. It's too many dice. Gonna reroll that. Tirani does have a lock, and he will spend it. Oh, it stays 1 threat. Tapson gets 1 defense. And he's already spent his force. So Tapson takes 2 shields. So Tapson will take a target lock on Tirani. Nope. He's going to target lock into Lando, it looks like. So Lando, range 1 obstructed. Lando doesn't have a focus, so he can just do 1 here. Tapson gets 2 and gets the evade. Iman gonna look for a shot. Nothing out the front. Does have a range 3 onto Kylo out the rear. For a crit. Kylo rolls. I'm gonna have to spend a force. Does spend a force. And gets that evade. Alright, and now Tavson gets to shoot. So this is going to be 5 versus 2 onto Lando. Tavson rolls. Still has a focus, so just needs to spend target lock on one. But he's going to spend it on both. I don't understand that at all. But hey, pays off. 3 hits, 2 crits. Does Lando take a stress? 3 shields and a crit. Now he's going to stress Lando to reroll. And gets the extra evade, so just 3 shields on Lando. I say just, but you know, it's one shot. And we go back to dials. Here's my question. Do you self-bump Tirani thinking that there's going to be a stop here from Tavson, an advanced sensor stop? So do you send Tirani 1 forward, have him self-bump, and get another banger into Tavson? Kylo finally coming in and around. Iman should be able to get into this fight here. Kylo probably, maybe can make a difference here. He is not stressed, so he's keeping that 3 hard open. So here's a seismic charge coming from Iman. So he's out of seismic charges now. He's gonna hug that asteroid. Tavson with the first move. Tavson's going to advance sensor a reinforce to the rear. And there is the 3 bank, which bumps. So that bumps into Tirani. So Lando's going to move. It is a lot of health. Lando just a 1 forward. And he will rotate. Tirani tries the 1 forward, bumps. Could we see an R5 TK shot here? Iman. Perfect time to target lock. And he's going to target lock. So let's see what Kylo Ren did. Kylo Ren 3 hards. Kylo Ren's gonna have to barrel roll. He's gonna have to barrel roll left. He has to do it. He does. Can link that into a boost. And he will. Kylo Ren now. Range 3 on Tarani or range 3 on Iman, his choice. And this is going to be a proton torpedo into Iman. And Kyle's going to re-roll 3. And spend a remaining force, perhaps. Will, so let's hit crit coming in. Iman finds 1. Will take his last 2 shields. Iman gonna get range 1 into Tafson. 4 dice into Tafson here. Does have a target lock. He will spend it. And that's gonna be 4 hits into Tafson. Tafson does get 1 and does have a reinforce. Tafson, so Tafson will only take 2. I mean, taking 2 on a 4 hits is pretty great. As you can see, that reinforce in the rear clearly in play. Tafson will take a charge to take a focus. Lando, range 2, 2 dice onto Tafson. For a crit, Tafson will roll. You rotated. Tafson, the aciest ace of them all, dodges. So Tarani doesn't use R5 TK. I really wanted that to happen because that's bullseye, isn't it? For sure is. And you could have taken a pot shot at Lando. That's very disappointing in my heart. I don't know if we've gone down the list, but let's do it now. Starting with Ben in the first order, it's Kylo Ren with Sense, Prime Thrusters, and Proton Torpedoes, which have been used. Then it's Lieutenant Tafson, fully loaded with Advanced Optics, Biohexa Crypt Codes, Supreme Leader Snoke, Captain Phasma, Jamming Beam, and Advanced Sensors. I'll give everyone 1,000 nickels if Jamming Beam is used. Everyone gets 1,000 nickels if Jamming Beam is actually used. Then for Rhys and Scum, it's Lando Calrissian with Tobias Beckett, BT-1, engine upgrade, and Lando's Millennium Falcon title. Then we've got Iman Amazine with Boba Fett, seismic charges, which are gone, concussion bombs, contraband cybernetics, and the Andrasta title. And then we've got Tarani Kulda with Snapshot, R5 TK, and contraband cybernetics. I have a feeling we'll see contraband cybernetics here. Fine, 10,000. 10,000 if we actually see the jamming beam fired. Nope, 10,000's it. Iman will not drop a concussion bomb. And Tafson is booking it out. 3 forward. And he'll keep the reinforce on the rear. Ronnie will contraband cybernetics. 4K. Probably just take a focus. But it's going to be a barrel roll, actually. And Ronnie's going to stress himself for the rest of eternity. He's going to barrel roll all the way forward, ship right. Iman now. Here, clean up the box. Iman stays stressed, not using contraband there. Finally, Lando Calrissian. Too hard. And Lando will rotate. Nothing much for him to do there. Kylo. Gonna check for snapshot, but it's gonna be out. Kylo either target locks or focuses barrel rolls, I think. Kylo thinking about his actions. There's a focus. And it's linked into a barrel roll. And now that's stressful, but Kylo can still, if he wants, boost. But he doesn't. Kylo's going to range 1 into Iman here. And he's just going to leave it at 2, not spend a force, and spend a focus. Iman will take 1. And that's our first points of the game. Iman, no shots. Lando, nothing. Tarani does have Kylo bullseye. Both range 3. Tafson with a reinforce. So this is going to be a shot onto Kylo Ren, 3 versus 4. For 2. Kylo rolling 4. Gets 2. And will be able to spend a focus to avoid taking damage. And we're back to dials.
The score now is 143, Rhys 0.
Looks like we're about ready. Kylo looking at dials here. So a Snoke look at Iman's dial. And Iman's doing a one bank to the right. Kylo is full force now. Capson's going to check for a coordinate here. And he does have Kylo. But Kylo's stressed. But he can barrel roll. He can barrel roll. Good call. Ronnie, 2 banking away. And that'll just clear a stress. Iman hits into Kylo. Lando now. And Lando will boost straight with engine upgrade. That is white. Kylo Ren. See ya. Kylo Ren's out of there. That relieves the stress. Flip your dial and then flip it back over. So Kylo will take his target lock. I agree, Rocker. I agree. And this target lock is going to come in on Lando. And Kylo will link that target lock into a boost, giving Lando an extra die. Lando range 2 through the debris, so this is going to be 3 on 4. Lando will take a stress. That's going to be hit, crit. So hit, crit with BT1. So this is big roll here. Spends a force, and that is the last shield of Kylo Ren down. Iman's going to go in at Tapson, 3 dice. Or 2. Tapson gets 2 dice. And Tapson will take 1. And Tafson grabs a reinforce. Ronnie, 3 dice on Tafson for a crit. Tafson's already spent Snoke Force, perhaps mistakenly, as Mr. Rocker Crocker brought up. And that is going to be the last shield and half points on to Tafson. And Tafson will spend his last charge to lock on Iman. Thank you. What's up, man? We're just 8.5 hours into a store championship. This is the top 4 cut winner advances to the final. We're back to dials here. Let's get a scoring update from Gerg. Gerg!
The score now is Rhys 49 and 43.
Your ass is dragging my ass is asleep because I've been in this chair for 9 hours. At 4:30 start for Renegades is kicking my ass. I didn't realize it started that early. Is that really how early it started? Damn. Nothing for Iman here. No systems for the First Order. Tafson. Just a 2 hard to the right. And it's going to reinforce the rear. Damn, dude, that's so early. Karani 2 banks right. And we'll take a stress. Not 100% sure what. Iman's gonna try a boost right. I think that fails. It does. Lando now. 1 bank. And we'll just take a focus. As Kylo, coming around, relieves his stress. Boosting. And just gonna sit there. So Kylo now does get a shot onto Lando Calrissian. 3 versus 1. Kylo spends the lock on everything. Ends up with 2. Lando It's a blank. And Lando will take 2. It's not quite enough for half points on Lando just yet. Iman gonna measure for a shot. Does have range 3 onto Tapson, who has tanked an incredible amount of shots today. Just for 1. Tapson gets 2 to find some paint. Natty's out. Lando gonna measure. Does have range 2 onto Kylo here. Bends the focus for 2. Kylo rolling 2. And Kylo's going to have to spend 2 force if he wants to avoid taking damage. And he does. And Tirani's going to have no shot. Well, Tapson's coming around. We are back to dials. So that mistake with the dial last turn on Tirani, that could really end up biting here. So now Kylo is in behind everybody. So no systems here for the first order. There's the 2 hard from Tapson. Tapson check snap, or drawing check snapshot, doesn't have it. And Tapson's going to reinforce the front. Iman. I'd love to see the boost here. And Iman does take the boost. Let's see where Lando ends up, or Tirani. Tirani, 3 hards. That gains a stress and we'll have to roll. Lando. 3 banks. And does he rotate? And he does. Kylo Ren. 3 hards. Gonna pick up a target lock. And he's gonna go range 3 into Lando Calrissian. 3 versus 2. Gonna spend the lock on both for hit crit. Lando's gonna roll, and he's gonna natty evade and take a crit. That's half points on Lando. And that crit is a fuel leak. And now Tirani and the 4s get to shoot. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that you're about to give Tavson double mods into Tirani. Tirani range 1 into Tavson. And that's crits. That's natties, baby. 3 hits and a crit. Tavson rolls an evade. Is reinforced in front, so that's hit crit. And that crit is a disabled power regulator. Probably won't matter for 3 more turns, and if Tavson lives for 3 more turns, that's a great job. Hey, real question now. Tavson can't spend both charges anymore, right? For 2 damage? I thought in the most recent rules update, they said if you gain 2 damage, it's like 1 inch. All right, I'll take your guys' word for it. Let's target lock focus for Tavson. There's Iman. And it's going to be an extra 1. Onto Tavson, who's down to 3. Lando now. Range 3, 2 dice. I think it's still into Tavson. Doesn't have a focus, so can't convert. Now Tavson's going 5-on-1 double modded into Tirani here. These are the bangers you dream about. Oh, that's 4 off the bat. And he has advanced optics, so he can just get 5. He's gonna spend the lock to go fishing for a crit. So 4. Five total with optics. So Tirani takes 5, and that's gonna be half. So Ben opens up the lead here. I don't think he re-rolled the hit intentionally, but it didn't matter at the end because that's the last shot. So he re-rolled the blank intentionally, knowing he had optics, because there's no result that wouldn't be a hit, right? So he's going crit fishing. We've got 22 minutes left. And Ben has opened a 51-point lead on Rhys here. And if I'm Rhys, I'm three-harding a concussion bomb to kind of keep Kylo away. And here's news from the other game. Tom has won, which means he'll be advancing to the finals. Ben Rao in a final? Never seen it before. Tom has actually played both of these competitors in the tournament already. You saw him play Rhys in our first game almost 9 hours ago. And he played Benjamin in one of these rounds as well. Hafson is a little bit cornered right now. But Tarani also has 3 stress still. Nowhere to go. Wait, how did we get all the way down here? It's almost like a game is a fluid thing. No Snokes. This is going to be a concussion bomb. So there is the concussion bomb to kind of ward off Kylo a little bit. And an advanced sensor reinforced to the front for the one hard. Oh my. And it fits. Iman Azamine. The two hard. And Rhys just serving himself up. Kylo. Kylo barrel rolling. Honestly, I think a boost is too dangerous. I think you might just stay there. Or concussion bomb's gonna go off. So Lando takes one, and is he gonna reveal? But he's gonna decide to take strain instead. Probably the right call there. So Kylo gets the first shot. He's got Lando at 4, Iman at 5, Tirani not in range. So this is gonna be 3-0. Lando does have a fuel leak too, so if this is hit crit, GG's Lando. And that's gonna be 2 on to Lando. And Lando better do some damage onto you're strained, right? Lando, range 1 into Tavson, who is stressed, so this is a 4 dice banger. For 3. Lando can't reroll. Tavson hits the evade. Takes 1. Tavson down to 2. And I think this is on Lando, but I'm not 100% sure. Snokes it for 2. And Lando rolls the evade, but it doesn't matter. Oh, no, it does matter. Lando lives on 1. My. And Lando takes a stress, and Iman takes a stress from Phasma. So Iman is going to have to drop another concussion bomb. Click the maneuver on the dial. Click the maneuver on the dial. Turn your dial. All right, I'll do it. There you go. I don't know if Tafson even has a move that doesn't get blocked. Lando's sitting at 1, so Kylo's job seems clear. Initiative kill Lando. And then Iman's job also seems equally clear. Initiative kill Tafson. Rhys should hurry up a little bit. He does have to get one more. He needs 3 more damage. 2 on Tafson, 1 more on Kylo. But that might change when Lando dies. Actually, I don't think it does. That Kylo Ren is a thick boy, 103 points. I think Kylo's too banking to the right, personally. And Iman's just going to drop directly behind him. And Tafson's going to make the first move. Going to attempt the 2. It's not going to go well. Iman will move first. There's the 1 bank. Lando might die from the concussion. I think Tirani moves first and then Lando sloops. But I don't know. We'll see. Lando now. Lando takes the bump, so Lando's going to die. And last but not least, Tirani, who's staying stressed forever. And here's Kylo. Didn't feel like committing. Kylo might actually not get a shot here. I don't think he's got a shot on Iman, and I don't think that barrel roll clears. You definitely don't want to boost. And he's going to lock Iman and just stay there. The bomb is going to go off. And it catches everybody. So Lando takes 1, dies. Tirani takes 1. And Tafson takes 1. Capson exposes a wounded pilot. Lando off the board. Yellow Jacket, I hate this first order list. Why? Nothing for Kylo Ren. Can Iman Azamine at range 2 do a single damage to Lieutenant Tafson? For 2, and that guarantees it. Tafson off the board. Disrespect evade doesn't matter. And Tafson's going to try for a coordinate before he heads off into his merry blow-up time. And he just has Kylo. And he's going to coordinate Kylo. He's going to give Kylo a barrel roll. And there's that. Nodon says, hell yeah, Upsilon Shuttle was a true lad. Love any list with it. He did tank a shit ton. Thinking about linking a boost. Oops, sorry. And he does. Takes a stress. I think that's smart. Tafson will now clear the board. Here's another thing, though. I believe Iman has one more concussion bomb to go. We're back to dials. We've got one turn. And listen, here's the stakes. You get 1 damage through on Kylo Ren, GG's for Rhys. You don't, or you get a ship killed, GG's for Ben. It comes down to this turn. Who will be facing Tom in the finals? It is a 31-point game. Don't think Tarani's going to be able to get a shot. If I'm being real honest with everybody. So with 1 stress, I think you're better off doing a blue maneuver. No, you pretty much have to 2 hard left. You have to. It's the only way. And does Kylo just run? The last bomb from Iman. Yeah, if Kylo 5-forwarded here, I just don't see how you get a shot and thus a prayer. Tarani, 3 forward, does clip the cloud, so Tarani has stayed stressed almost this entire game since spending contraband. Nothing there. Iman is not going to use contraband. Why not? Goes all the way forward. I don't know if Rhys is aware of the time. Kylo, 2 forward. is gonna have to boost. And that's it. Bomb goes off and there's nothing there, so we can actually get another turn. Yeah, this is it, right? This is the turn. You contraband cybernetics here and you go as fast as you freaking can. Here we go, Tarani, 3 forward. Tarani clears stress, hooray. And we'll fix the fuel leak, cause sure. Didn't even know he had a fuel leak. Iman, 1 banks, clear stress. And we'll take a focus. Kylo, 3 bank left. I think you can probably boost and be out of it all. And he's gonna check a lock. And that's it. Right? He doesn't have to do anything. So lock the debris. And he's gonna boost, but I don't know why. All right, well, Kylo range 3. Natties. Just disrespectful natties. Natty's right back, so I guess that doesn't really impact anything. Wow. No range for Iman. And that's the difference between a chance and not a chance. $128. 128.97. So that sets up a rematch in our final. It's going to be Ben versus Tom in the finals. Stick around. We'll be back ASAP with that final match.